Hello everyone, welcome back to another video, another episode of Adventuring Vic Melbourne, everyone. G'day everyone, I am Adventuring SA Adelaide, my YouTube channel name including, and we are out of South Australia, Adelaide at the moment, but we're in Victoria, Melbourne, but we're in the regional of Victoria. We're in Marino. We're in San Remo, everyone. So this is the Beach Haven Caravan Park we are in. So I will give you the full room tour when I get back, everyone. So I'll make a separate video for that as well. Also, here's the neighbours, and as soon after we will head out. Yeah, so we're going to a new adventure place in Phillip Island called Amazing Gaze. So it's Amazing Gaze Adventure Park. That is a harness ride one. So one of the crew members from West Beach Adventure told Dad and I about that. So we're going to go and try it out and see what it's like. Alright, anyway, here's my dad, everyone. Alright, do you want to say hello to everyone, Dad?
Hi, everyone.
Alright, Dad and I are heading off to Amazing Gaze, and let's get this adventure started. Alright, hope you guys enjoy. Here we are at Mate and Fiends in Phillip Island. So as you can see, we got the high ropes course up there. It can only go 6 times zoom. They do not ever have anything like that. Right. Alright, we'll be right back. So they're actually shut. So we have to go another time. We'll have to go tomorrow morning. So there's mini golf as well. So that's an interesting hole. So I reckon that you go in there, and I reckon whatever hole they take you out that is really weird to see. Never seen anything like that before. And you go down, that is incredible. A lot of machineries here. The craziest thing I've ever seen. Nothing, anything, machinery here, everyone. So that's what I was talking about earlier, the Sky Trail. So there is public transport here in Phillip Island. Don't know where the nearest bus stop is from here. So here it is, the Sky Trail. So I reckon that I think you enter via, so you enter via there before you head into Sky Trail. That is fun. So there's probably 2 levels only. But where are you attached to? Either a trolley up there or I don't know, but rails at the top.
So it sits here where you are upstairs, there's 2 rails.
Mm-hmm.
And you attach so that the fingers above you, and you can see above everyone, of course, there's a rail with a hole at the bottom. And that's where you attach.
Well, that doesn't disappoint us that we can't go to Amazing Things when they're closed. But they'll be back open tomorrow, which is good news. The barbecue as well, mini golf. Main this side of the signs. So
This is the machine that collects your golf ball at the end.
all right.
Hole number 19.
We could try and play some mini golf one time, I reckon. Oh, look at that waterfall. That must be inside. There's also Hardy's on the right as well. So there was something interesting. Oh, no way! Dad, that's actually Giant Swing across the road. That's Giant Swing across the road. I knew what it would be on the other side. That's Giant Swing in that parklands. That's Giant Swing. They have a Giant Swing across the road. So we'll be right back, everyone. We'll have a look. So the Giant Swing. We'll go have a quick drive past actually. So this is actually all fenced off here. I'm sorry guys. So we have to drive over. So after those travel blog videos that for the Phillip Island racing, I am not doing full video of travel blog actually because if you haven't saw the text already, I'm not doing full actually. Otherwise, it's going to be a few hours long video, so I'm not doing that actually. But after the travel blog videos, full race of Phillip Island will be there, and full time, and the full day of race will come soon.
Turn the car around and listen, sit in the front seat.
Yeah, that would be nice, but
Probably more comfortable.
He's on the line to the race. On the money, that's the fastest of the race alone, 1:29. So let's just do that. Top 5 at the moment. And tell you what, Perez is really on the back of the Ferrari here. And if he can try and get a clean run on turn 2, whether or not he can try and go for a move maybe into turn 4, but when you're a leader here, when you're leading around turn 3, what you kind of do is just open up the wheel ever so slightly early, and Mark Ross down the inside now. Schumacher on it twice, goes attempted that manoeuvre, but Schumacher shuts the door, and Ross a bit squirmy off the exit there, so he's going to be careful of Tim Miles now who's on the back of him.
Yeah, and Milesy racing at the start of this one. They thought they had a good race car there in the Dana ITM end of the Team FBC garage, but wow, they're living up to that. And he is locked to the back of Mark Ross's independently run Audi with Team BRM. So good battles early on. Elliott Shute just getting up to speed in that Ferrari, having taken the race lead. Perez not letting him get away. Great. These Ferrari
have Perez in the Mercedes Prix in the final section. Now this might be a case of Shute just trying to control the pace, bring those tyres into the 1 hour race, and they're in the mandatory pit stop, and the window will open with the 30 minutes into the race for these guys, the Pro-Am class, but there will be no tyre changes, albeit unless there is some form of issue. So it'll just be about bringing these tyres in. As we know, this place, Phillip Island, is high loading. We did see last year a few punctures took late in the race for some of the pro guys, so it'll just be a case of probably just bringing that tyre in, let the pressures come up before you really start to attack.
As we saw in Monochrome GT4, there's no penalty time, no BOP pit stop.
It's in GT3 cars, and you actually have a small hole in practice on Friday, just a little bit of damage on the front end, but get experience and get yourself fired up for racing tomorrow here at Phillip Island Grand Prix second. Ferrari, Mercedes AMG, Audi, and trio of them in the line, followed by the Porsche of Shane Smolin. Nothing between the leading group of cars in GT World Challenge Australia, powered by AWS in the opening round of a brand new season. It's been electrifying already. We're about to go back to racing conditions, and we'll be charging our way towards the pit stop window opening. It opens at the 25-minute mark for the AM entries, so Renee Gracie, Theo and James Kadouris, Shane Woodman, and then 5 minutes later it will open for the Pro-Am contenders, and the leaders will get into pit lane. Rusty?
Trials are keeping me honest here, not just for me, but also for Jackson Evans, who wants to get back to watching. Hey, these are little sort of nerve-wracking moments, aren't they?
Yeah, they certainly are. You know, obviously Elliot's doing a really great job leading that race, and safety car's bunched everyone back up, so it's going to make my job a little bit tougher, but you know, he's doing a flawless job out there, and hopefully good safety car restart, he can pull a little gap, and then I'll jump in to finish.
Second year with this team, what's it like working with them? It clearly was a no-brainer to keep going.
Yeah, definitely a no-brainer. You know, it's to be honest, it's a world-class outfit. You know, they showed that last year in their first season of GT racing, their first season of putting it all together. So to come back or to be invited back to team up with Elliot again is pretty special. And saw him jump leaps and bounds in his progress. So just happy to be along for the ride and give my expertise over to him.
Go well in your stint. Thank you.
Cheers, thanks mate.
Oh, it's great character. Open for 5 minutes. So unlike the GT4, Monochrome GT4 Australia series, where that's open for 10 minutes, it's half that for the GT World Challenge Australia, powered by AWS. And not only that, they have to be stopped for 90 seconds. So unlike GT4, where they were 120 seconds, this is 90 seconds. And like 30 seconds of more time. And all the legends here for years and years. So he feels comfortable here at Phillip Island, and that's why he's driving well. Rosser with the big set. He's tried this a couple of times today. Does he finally make it stick? He does. That's a great move down the inside of turn 4. Very authoritative. No contact. Got him stopped in control. And there was really nothing Brad Schumacher could do there. As soon as he saw Mark going down the inside, that was it. So excellent move from Rosser. That puts him up into 3rd position overall. And Alex Peroni will take over that car in the not too distant future. And he was super fast in qualifying as well. Shoot, Perez and Schumacher, their pit stop window still a couple of minutes away from opening. The amps are in the lane. Still no movement from Albini leading for generation. All to play for, and about 16 minutes to play. Yeah, that was a cracking restart for Jackson Evans. Beautiful launch off the, heading down the straight. Just sort of caught Beanie napping a little bit as well as Peroni really trying to put the pressure on. Leach trying to put the pressure on Peroni. Peroni's held him out, which has allowed Ojeda to get through, and Leach is not giving up, trying to stay on the inside as the two make contact. But they just managed to get through. It looks like someone's off in the background. Is that King? Really wide as he's made a small mistake off Siberia. So that's going to cost him a lot of places there. But, geez, that was on between Peroni, Leach and Ojeda, wasn't it? It was. And Peroni's got that penalty. So Brendan Leach, which you don't often say in GT racing. He'll be off to compete just about every one-make Lamborghini Super Trofeo Championship this year in the US. Penalty, but what's it going to do? He's going to end up losing a bunch of time. So it's sort of a case of Peroni just trying to get his head down, do consistent laps and build some form of gap. And here we go, Boccolacci, purple, sector 1, and really applying the pressure now to Brendan Leach. Yeah, game on. In 15 seconds at the moment, you'll laugh. Yeah, absolutely laugh. So it might be better not to tell him actually. Go the race. Head down, mate. Your P3 drive on. Yep. Yeah, so there's the Porsche, there's the Aston Martin, Declan Fraser behind the able to gather that up, albeit driving over all those rocks which were laid on the track from the earlier Porsche Michelin Cup race, but so much pressure here on the number 26 Ferrari of Jackson Evans when you've got Ross Beanie right in behind you, and these two obviously race against each other in the Supercars Championship. They'll be racing against each other next week. I'll be joining in there as well. Yeah. But that number 26 car has pretty much led the whole way, apart from that little blip on the opening lap where Perez managed to sneak through for a couple of corners. This is the fight between Tony D'Alberto and, oh geez, having to get on the brakes there as it looked like, I think that was Ant Pedersen. Yeah, it's the Mach 1 Engineering AMG. He was running 10th outright and they charged their way forward with the help of that safety car. So that's been a strange issue.
we are back in San Remo. We're at IGA San Remo. Dan Remo, however you say it, be in the text. We are looking, I've already drinking all the Mountain Dew, so we're going to grab more Mountain Dew, which is actually on the other side. No, that's next aisle down. Alright, I'll be right back, everyone. Alright, let's grab it. Mountain Dew is... I need to put down the camera for a second. Be right back. Alright, this will mark as day 3 from Adventuring Vic Melbourne, everyone. Okay, if you guys enjoyed this video, give me a like and subscribe to this channel. And also there's a bridge down there. There it is. Alright, this is day 3 at San Remo and Phillip Island. Alright, thanks for watching, everyone.